Okay, so this is my internship presentation. As you already know, my name's Anirudh. And I just want to first say thank you to Maha sir for taking me in as a student, because without this opportunity, I wouldn't have learned as much AI as I could. So I'm going to be a senior this year in high school, and I'm interested in technology and AI. I hope in the future I can major in AI, since I feel like it's going to take over the world. And in my free time, I enjoy playing tennis and creating art. So the skills that I've learned prior to the internship was just basically using like AI models like ChatGPT. It was once I entered the internship where I learned about AI models like Perplexity, Cody, Cursor AI, and like using Postman. And with these data models, I was able to create projects where I could use the information and make well-refined projects like this. And I'll be going over 3 projects, and my final project, I'm gonna show a demo where I might need a volunteer. So I learned about algorithms and like large language models, and about neural networks. And like me and Master, we're also talking about like qubits and how quantum is gonna be very important in the future. And yeah. So these are the 3 projects that I've done. So my first project was an AI cancer bot research, which was basically on a PDF that included, it was a CSV file that included multiple PDFs on cancer research, so that medical students could ask the chatbot for questions that they might have. And the way I trained the model was that I would use certain keywords so that the bot would understand what was being asked, and so it can be also reliable and accurate. My second project was a weather app, and I couldn't use the CSV file this time since it needed real-life reports, so I went for API key, so it could give reliable information every day. And finally, my last project was a combination of FACE, which is Facebook AI Similarity Search, and Cursor AI. And I was able to make a project for college students to find their dream college based on the information they had, such as like GPA and like student data. And yeah, I have the example for that, and I'll show you my final project. So I built a very simple UI model for this because my subscription ran out, but this is basically the questions that you can ask. Like everybody can come see this.
Maybe we want one or yeah.
So this is the bot he came up with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for example, I'll go first. It'll say, "What is your GPA?"
Wait, I'm not able to see it.
Oh.
No, can you read the question?
Okay.
Anirudh,
Okay.
for
The
audience?
question the bot asks is, "Hello, I'm your college match assistant. Let's get started. What is your GPA?" So we could say 3.8. And then we can have a volunteer.
So what is the response?
The
Just
response,
read the response.
is great. Now list your extracurriculars and separated by commas.
Okay. So if I don't know what it is, what should I do?
Then you could ask for an example. So
Oh, okay.
what is an example? So I trained the AI bot so that whenever it gets the keyword example, it'll give the list, which is robotics, sports, volunteering, etc.
Okay.
Okay, you have to give any one of them.
Yeah.
Multiple things.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you could include
So-
anyone.
So one of us can give an.
Sports.
Okay. Now,
What is the response?
The
Can you read?
response is, now let's enter your test scores. Type the test name, SAT, ACT, or done. So
What is SIT
the
score?
SAT score,
Can we ask the
it's-
bot?
Yeah. We could say SAT score.
Okay.
So the SAT score ranges from 400 to 1600. So
Okay. It
anybody
gives an
can-
example. Okay. I don't know about SIT, so you ask an example.
So type some number here.
Okay. We'll write.
What is the
what's your score
response?
for 1500? We'll say SAT.
Okay.
Now enter another test name. We'll just say done.
Mm-hmm.
So once we are done, we are first done.
Yeah, and
Oh.
is there any other information you'd like to add? And we'll just write no.
Okay.
And it'll find your college match, and on the top, it'll say your best local match is University of Michigan, and it'll explain with statistical information. This college was chosen because its average GPA is 3.75, and the closest to your GPA 3.8.
Cool.
Okay, what is the second option?
Then
Please
you tell
select
the
the
college.
It'll
college.
yeah, it'll say
Where-
college
yeah.
based on the closest range, and it'll also say this is where I use face so that it could include all of the information like shrinked, since this was I used every single college in the U.S. and there was too much information for the chatbot to handle. Sorry. So it'll include the acceptance rate, the major programs, which is engineering, business, medicine, and the tuition cost.
So it will tell the cost also.
Yeah. The application deadline and the graduation rate.
Wow.
And
Excellent.
finally, in the bottom, it'll say the second best option, which is UCLA, which is a University of LA. And this is the strongest or like a safety option for you.
Can we get the other information about like when the application closed and other thing for the UCLA? Did
we
you
could
down-
we could rerun the program and get the information, but this is just like for
For the
reference.
reference, okay.
Where we are
Okay.
currently.
Like where did you get this data basically? How did you get this data?
I used the CSV file to get all of the data, and I compressed it down so that Cursor could understand it.
So you downloaded the CSV file?
Yeah,
And
and
then trained the model.
I
with
trained the
CSV.
model, to understand what each thing was
Hmm.
and how it could interact with the user info.
Yeah.
So the CSV file will contain the data that you're going to feed in.
Yeah, exactly. It contained it. They contain everything.
Like all the colleges across the US, that CSV file precisely contains all that.
Yeah,
So that's where the output comes from.
Right.
Okay.
right. It was all in a spreadsheet, so it was easy for the AI to understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you generate the code and all?
I generated the code by using prompts so that the AI could understand like what I was asking. So, like for example, one of the times I had trouble was whenever I wrote, "Can you provide an example?" It wouldn't understand it because I wrote examples wrong or like something like that, right? So I trained it so that if it gets that buzzword, it'll provide this answer. For
Okay.
this. And yeah, it took a while to train the AI bot, but eventually I came with the conclusion and I finished the project.
So you use that Facebook AI similar.
Yeah, yeah.
So you used Cursor to generate all the.
Yeah. I used Cursor to generate all the code, and I basically used Cursor for most of the project.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Good work.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job, Anirudh.
Yeah, thank you.
So he took it. It took like first 1 week he just was onboarding with me.
Mhm.
We were talked a lot.
Yeah, we were mostly researching. the
We
first
were
week.
researching. We were talking about things, and then the second week onwards, I gave some work to him, small examples,
Mhm.
and then he started picking it up.
Yeah.
And then the last week I didn't say anything to him. We just gave an example of, hey, this is what I want. I want a bot. I want something like this. Then on his own, he did this.
Mhm.
Excellent job.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So what tool you use for that the chatbot thing?
Oh, the chatbot? I basically just asked Cursor, can you create a separate application
Okay.
for Python?
Oh, Python. Okay.
Yeah, so it's basically a Python application.
Yeah.
So how much coding did you manually do it? Nothing, or did you?
I had to do minor tweaks.
Okay.
Like for example, my subscription ran out, so I figured out a way to create like the front page without using Cursor. But I made some small tweaks, and but it was mostly built on it.
Okay.
So he can get a student license, Cursor. Get in free only.
Okay. With his email ID.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
this
yeah.
Yeah,
school
okay.
email ID.
School email
Yeah.
ID and things like that.
Yeah.
Cursor is free only.
Okay.
Cursor.ai.
Yeah.
So. that
Hey,
is-
Mani, you have any question? Can
No,
you?
I think AI is a good start actually, and I know I couldn't able to see the screen,
Yeah.
but I know what it did.
Yeah, we can give you a separate demo when you come back, Mani.
Yeah, that's right. I got the context of what it did.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good. Good job. Yeah. What is his name?
Thank you.
Uh,
My name's Anirudh.
Anirudh.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah,
Anirudh,
good job.
do you know how the model works? What is a model? LLM model.
Yeah, large language model. It's basically built on neural networks,
Okay.
and we can train those neural networks to provide an answer based on prior knowledge. So, for example, you can train a large language model, and that's exactly what I kind of did, but in a smaller range.
Okay.
So everything depends upon the CSV file that you give us an
Mhm.
input, right? So if the CSV file does not have any proper data, then we will not be getting any proper answers.
Yeah, I made sure it has all of the proper data beforehand.
So for training an LLM model, you need to know the attributes that you're going to train. Attribute is something like CSV columns. Each column, which column you wanted to ask a question to the model.
Mhm.
So, but based upon that attributes, you have to train the model. Basically, it is a LLM is for a deep analysis, right? How our brain works. So it prepares the LLM in a certain way that it puts the points near to each other. It converts every attribute into numbers, and then the closest number will, you can fetch very fast.
Yeah, it's all
So
connected.
using the algorithms, you can go for cosine symmetric algorithm. I don't know what Facebook is using. There are a lot of other algorithms are there.
Mhm.
So to make the decision tree works. So these attributes are very, very important. If you don't know the attribute, you are beating in the bush. That's all. You have to know your data well for train it.
Mhm. Right. Yeah.
So even if the questions you prompting, right, so that will also feed into your model, or the next time if you ask the same question, so it will return back the result?
It'll be mostly dependent on the GPA, but it'll still, for example, like if the average SAT score was 1500, but you provide a score of 1400, it'll say there's like a 100-point difference. So
Okay.
it'll still find a way to give a different answer every time you put a different input.
Yeah.
So tomorrow I wanna create a bot which analyzes the best restaurants near you. Okay. So where do I start? How do I start? See the prompt that you had here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Giving all the information. So how do I start?
Okay, so first you would say the prompt you just said, a restaurant, and then after that I would have to find a way to get data on the restaurant. And wait, could you say the prompt one more time?
I mean the good restaurants maybe near me.
Oh, the best, like
cost,
the best,
cost effective.
cost effective. Okay, so I would make sure to find data that had the cost, the rating, the food, the type of food, and just pretty much data on all of the restaurants together. And I would make sure to convert all of that into a file where the cursor could understand it if you're using Cursor AI. And then once I do that, I would ask the cursor to create like an application, if it's a chatbot, to provide this information based on what I ask. And that's basically the
So it will
framework.
actually give you a chatbot where we can feed the information. So the
Yeah.
information that we're gonna get, how do we get the real time information from, like Google or? How
Yeah, I
do we-
use Google.
Okay.
I haven't figured out a way that makes it more efficient. But yeah, I use Google pretty much to get the information.
Okay.
Most of the information is in Google. I just used Cursor to find a way to
Fetch
like
that.
access the data easier, so it'll be more simple to use.
Cursor will do everything for you. For example, you have a data that is not in CSV format.
This is something like hard coded, right? So he was telling
Yes,
something
yes,
about
yes,
the
yes.
weather, which is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
real
Oh, yeah, I
time
remember
information.
That is
Yeah.
kind of an agent way.
Oh yeah,
That is
that's
agent
more
way.
interesting, right? Because this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
something like we hardcore and then we get to retrieve the results. But that is what is actual stuff, right?
Yeah, right.
That can once you get the data right, you can feed into the model again.
So
And that's
even in this use case also you can read the data from online.
Online,
also.
yeah.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
now he has a static data, right?
Mm-hmm.
So usually how AI works is based upon the historical data
Okay.
and then the real-time data.
Mm-hmm.
So the real-time data he can fetch it from some government websites
okay.
or somewhere.
So key in
It's a
the
real-time data,
Yeah.
and then merge it and train it.
Mhm. Yeah, just the data is there. It's the model that takes the data and makes it easier to understand.
Okay.
So that was my goal. Even with the weather API key, I made sure that it was very easy to understand, and I also added like extra things, like it would say the historical patterns and how the country was in the like back then and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like you could fetch for the weather in Mexico or America, let's say. Yeah.
Good man. High school, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna go great heights.
Yeah,
Thank
of
you.
course,
Thank
yeah.
you.
I figured in a week time. Then I said, okay, I'm setting high bars to him.
Mhm.
Then I started setting high bars.
Mhm.
Go on, figure it out yourself, and come out with. The next thing that he has to learn is actually the algorithms that LLM model that the Cursor AI uses.
Right. Yeah.
Basically, that I don't know face.
So, Mara,
Yeah. Yes, Mani.
one thing that I wanted to add, right? So, from Anirudh point of view,
You're breaking.
Mani, you're breaking.
You're
Mani.
breaking.
I think we can stop the presentation.
What I'm saying, maybe I'll talk later.
So
No, you can talk now. We are stopping the. We are able to hear you.